Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday. I all hope you had an amazing weekend. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all have been really well and that everything is always working out for you. As you know, I am here every Monday to offer the Mass Conscious Collective some spirit-led guidance and divine channelings. Nothing is ever scripted. Only spirit know what we need. So that's what I'm here to do for you all today. So thank you all so much once again for subscribing, liking, sharing, doing all that sort of stuff. That really helps me out. I really appreciate it. And yeah, how glorious is this weather? It's so nice to sit here without having to have a jumper on. So cool, so cool. So all right, we're just going to get straight into it today. All the links, if you want to get in contact with me for anything, all the links are down below. It is school holidays here. I do live in an apartment complex, so if you hear noises around me, I didn't really want to wear my headphones today to cancel some of that out. But yeah, so if there's background noise and that, welcome to the real world. Welcome to the real world. I was laughing with a client during the week, last week, saying how, I consider myself the backyard bush psychic because I just live in the real world. I do it because I love it, and it's me of service, but I don't have the most perfect surroundings sometimes, but that's just how life is. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to ask Spirit to use my senses, all of my senses, safely, securely, and full protection, offer the Mass Conscious Collective something they need to hear right now. So this includes anyone who comments and likes my videos, because you enjoy. I'm reading energy, so it's the energy that I'm reading for you guys, or those who may stumble across it. That's divine timing. You are meant to find me for some reason. My forte is personal development, so if you are someone who doesn't really like to put much time, effort, thought, or energy into your life, then my readings probably aren't for you, but you can always sit back, enjoy the show, do whatever you want to do. I really love, my motto in life is that I love to help people who want to help themselves. So if that's you, let's get into this. Ooh, that one wanted to flip over. I start off using the Monologue cards. A lot of people ask what cards I use. I use the Monologue cards. These cards help me to tap into the Mass Conscious Collective universal energies. So, beautiful card to start off with. We've got Believe in the Impossible. So this keeps coming up in every draw. I also offer free the same sessions on my Facebook page every Thursday night at 6 o'clock. So if you ever want to check that out, you can. But anyway, so we need to continue to believe in the impossible, because something impossible is coming in. Sorry, they just told me a specific date. They told me October 16th. And it's actually funny they told me that date because I had a docket. I went shopping, I had a docket, and it kept sticking to my finger. And then I tried to put it in the bin and it missed the bin, and then I tried to put it somewhere else, and it was just, I just knew, because I work with intuition, I just knew that there was a message in it. And on the bottom it had the fuel docket, it had October 16th. So there must be something with October 16th coming in for people. So just be mindful of that date, but please know that something that you thought was impossible is actually going to be becoming possible from this moment forth. Once again, please remember that I'm a psychic, so most of the information that I get today is maybe the fortune sort of telling stuff. So it's not usually until it happens people go, oh yeah, she said that. So please know that something impossible is coming. This card has come out so many times, it's absolutely ridiculous. So if you want to go back and watch the other videos, you'll see what I mean. Same card, you are good enough. So we are still working on our self-worth, building up our self-esteem. So I feel like there's an opportunity coming in for people. Depends on what you're asking for, they said. I feel like this may be something that you guys as individuals may be feeling a little bit anxious about, a little bit antsy. I feel like I can smell it, taste it, know it's coming and all that sort of stuff, but it's not quite here yet. So please continue to work on yourself, continue with your self-scripts and affirmations, do all that sort of self-care, all that sort of juju. Keep doing that. You need to raise your self-worth. I think that's why a lot of people haven't aligned with what they're asking for just yet, because of their belief system. So they just specifically told me about love sectors, like not feeling worthy of love. I went through that on the weekend, actually. I had such a wonderful weekend. It was really nice and relaxing and stuff. But while I was out and about and stuff like that, I must have been a shadow part of self. I felt yuck, you know what I mean? I just felt yuck. I can't explain it. So when I tapped into that a little bit more, I noticed that I've got a wall up when it comes to relationships myself, because of the way that I feel and how I feel about myself, so to speak. So I'm working on that. But that's just a real life example of how you may be feeling. You may not be feeling of a pay rise. You're not be feeling worthy of love, of more money, of more security, whatever it is for you. So please know that you are good enough. There is divine healing surrounding this. So make sure you do your meditations and get out in nature, connect with nature. There's lots of messages coming in from nature at the moment. Heaps of messages coming in from Mother Earth. Yeah, we got surrendered to the divine. So it is about, once again, keeping the faith, tapping into your faith. Some of you may be learning a new faith. I know my life has changed dramatically since I began my shamanic healing journey. And it's so funny because before I started, I thought, oh my God, this subject, this way of being is so big. There's so much to learn. And I thought it was like this big monster that was laying ahead of me. But it's actually the most simplest, easy. Well, it feels natural to me because I'm a Capricorn, so I'm an earth energy. So it feels natural to me. But sometimes I think with this message, what they're saying is that you think you have to do these big, grand gestures, these big things to change your life, so to speak, but you don't. You can start off doing 15 minutes a day, whether it's just being, actually, that's what they just said. They said, remind me. Okay, this morning when I was doing my journaling and stuff, they kept coming up with a mass conscious message of mindfulness. It's really important that we learn how to be mindful right now. I didn't want to say anything because I thought, oh, maybe that's just a message for me, but I feel like they're putting it out there for everybody. I found a really awesome site called mindfulness.org. Don't quote me on that, but if you want to go and check that out, it's a wonderful resource. I love the teacher on there. He talks like me, like we're 2-year-olds. I just love his delivery. He's very down to earth, very natural, and yeah, you might want to check that out. But being mindful is really going to serve your purpose right now, especially if your emotions are running high. Absolutely, there is a shift in the air happening universally. I think this is probably the lead up to the full moon that's coming up. But these emotions are running high, still keeps coming out as well. You can see how many cards are in the deck. Like how many are in there? I don't know. I don't know. But there's heaps of cards in the deck. But the same cards keep coming out for the Mass Conscious Collective. So there's something that's not being acted upon, so to speak. Something that's not being absorbed. I notice that as a reader is that I give people that quick fix. I give people that when they have an hour with me, they leave and they're feeling pumped and they're excited, and Spirit have given them a plan by day plan or whatever the scenario is, and they feel pumped in that moment. But it's very difficult for some people because they've been practicing a momentum for so long to keep that going. So I feel like that's what the emotions are running high. This could be a real frustration within yourself that you just can't get your ball rolling, so to speak. Could be a top up from a reading I did a couple of weeks ago. Just remember, you got to go easy on yourself and set yourself small daily achievable tasks. I call them my non-negotiables. I have 3 non-negotiables. I change them up all the time depending on what I need. But I set 3 spiritual practices for myself every single day just to keep me aligned, because if I'm not aligned, I can't do my readings for you. And how sad would that be? But yeah, I feel like with these emotions are running high, I think the main message is to get a little bit more mindful. Find ways that you can be more mindful in your current day. It's about coming back to the present moment and really soothing that emotional space within yourself. So yeah, but the way that we can is to surrender to the divine. If you believe in that, do your meditations, say your prayers, something as simple as that. Please know that you are good enough, and something that we thought was impossible is now coming possible. And October 16th. So because I'm a psychic, it doesn't mean it's going to happen on that date, but I've got a feeling that if you shift your energy between now and then, the likelihood of you getting something that you've been asking for, whether it's a feeling or an actual physical outcome, it is highly possible right now. Always remember to look at the bigger picture. Or only make choices and decisions for yourself that are in alignment with your own goals, dreams, and desires. Please avoid other people influencing your energy and throwing you off track, so to speak. Everyone's got an opinion about something these days, isn't that the way? But at the end of the day, if you've got a big goal, like you want to buy a house, so to speak, if that's your, the bigger picture for you, and someone says to you, "I'll come on a $3,000 holiday with us," and you're like, to say no to that because that's not part of your bigger picture. Get what I mean? Something like that. So keep an eye on the prize. Mindfulness will help your emotions from this moment forward, especially if you surrender to the divine and you connect with them rather than external influences. You are good enough. And if you don't feel that way sometimes, do something about it. You know, find a different way of doing things. But most of all, you believe in the impossible, because I feel like that's connected with the bigger picture here. Bigger picture. Yeah, look at that. Confidence is your key to success. So it's time to find ways to boost your confidence, boost your self-esteem, self-awareness, they said. Boost your self-awareness. Knowledge is power. Learn something new. Please don't be stuck in the emotions of everything. I'm a solution-based person, so I believe there's a spiritual solution for every man-made problem. So try and find a solution. If you don't know how, ask somebody. I do 1-question email readings if that would help you move forward, especially if it's the same question that's been running around your head. Like, if I was to start my business, will it take off for me? Stuff like that. Oh, that one just want to flip over. Yeah, so you can take advantage of that. If not, Google it, read it, ask a friend, do something. And just be mindful that when you ask your friends and stuff, that they're not just telling you what they think you should do. It should be emotionally aligned with, you know, what you're thinking as well. We do have the message in the bottle. So this is unexpected communication. I want to smile. Like, I really love the energy of this card at the moment. I feel like some of you, especially if it's in connection with the belief in the impossible, I feel like some of you have a very powerful message coming in. You may receive this in your dream state, Spirit just said, but there's a very powerful message coming in. I feel like I'm scrolling through social media now, and there's just one meme that just sort of sticks out like dog's balls to me. And I'm just like, oh, that's exactly what I needed to hear. Yeah, that's okay. Okay. They're saying we are providing you with what you need via the means and sources of which you're participating in. So if you're a big social media nut, it may come through there. If you are a bit of a socialite, it may come through a social setting. It's going to be different for everybody, but be mindful. There is a message or some form of communication coming in for you. It's going to really impact your life. It's going to be very beneficial for you. And to be honest, that's why they want you to bring us back to the mindfulness. If you've just walking around and you've got your head down and you're muttering under your breath how shit your day is and how stupid, you know, how bad the world is, and, you know, this and that and this and that, and you're focused on everything but the bigger picture for you, you may miss this opportunity. So be mindful. Come back to the present. Look up. Smell the beautiful aromas that are in the air. You know, feel the wind against your skin. Listen to some beautiful music. Do something that's going to arouse your soul, so to speak. And then you'll know when this communication comes in. It's kind of like, if you're not mindful, these possibilities, these solutions will struggle to reach you. They are there because they're universally delivered. They're divinely being divinely led to you, but we need to be mindful, and we need to be in our moment, and we need to be in our solution-based energy to receive it. Yep, so here and now, mindfulness, here and now. Once again, it doesn't have to be your guru-like. You know what I mean? It is just about appreciating every moment that you have. And I think your life circumstances sort of can create this for you as well. Because I have, since losing my mum and my brother in like a 10-month time frame, my 2 best friends in the whole world, mindfulness is something that just sort of naturally developed out of that, if that makes sense. It sort of comes out of trauma, especially because I'm someone who always just wants to feel better regardless. Doesn't take away the pain, but I just choose to feel better. So sometimes mindfulness isn't something that's learned. It's something that just unfolds. I just said unfolds for you as well. So make sure that you try and come back to your here and now, most definitely. But at the end of the day, if you are someone who just wants to feel better and you haven't been through any trauma that has sort of shifted this perspective within yourself, learn about it. Choose that for yourself. Get amongst it. Find new ways of being. Yeah, we've got fairness coming to a situation. This is balance to me. Feel like it's very balanced. I feel like if you continue to believe in the impossible and you continue to look at the bigger picture and know that you are good enough and focus on building your confidence and your esteem and your worth and all that sort of stuff, this unexpected communication is going to come in and it's going to bring some fairness and some balance to your life. This could even be as simple as apology, especially if you've been holding on to old grudges with people. from the past or anything like that, but there's a fairness coming in. So you may have to be the one that has to be fair. You may be the one that needs to agree to disagree with some people. They just told me mind your own business. So some people might pay to kind of be a bit more mindful about where they're putting their focus and their 2 bobs worth and all that sort of stuff. Just come back to here and now. We've got round and round again. I was laughing with my private clients during the week because this come up in theirs as well. So it's a choice once again. Are you going to keep going on this merry-go-round, or that goes round and round, same shit, different day, same cycle, same people, same person, bleh. Or are you going to shift your momentum by getting a little bit more mindful, getting a little bit more selfish, get a little bit more selfish, not in the ego way, but we want to have our cups filled up so we can give from the overflow of it. Are you going to build your own confidence, get off this merry-go-round? I don't know. I just feel like, because whenever I see this card, I see the golden staircase. I feel like the majority of you, I would have to say, they just told me 82, the number 82. So 82% of you are probably in this transitional phase that I'm expressing. So if you continue to work on your beliefs and know that you are good enough and work on your confidence and be in your here and now and be mindful and, continue to work on yourself so you can be the best possible version of yourself that you can be, you're going to attract the exact same thing in your life. You are one big living human magnet. You are going to draw towards you whatever you are emitting vibrationally. So if you are receiving something that you do not want or you do not like, it's time to rectify one's own vibration. It's time to do that. But what I love about it is that this communication is going to come from an external source. So we don't want you to miss this because it's part of your bigger picture. It's part of your bigger picture. Absolutely. Yeah, look, we've got no place like home. So that just, as soon as I turn that card over, I got told, center yourself. Get in touch with the divine. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe some people may have to declutter, cleanse, sage their homes. Some people may be buying new homes. There's a connection with the actual household environment. So if you have had any chaos or conflict in your household, I would find ways to sort of rectify that. They're bringing me in green flowers and water features and really feng shui kind of energy right now. So you maybe want to do that in your home. This is especially good if you are in lockdown because your environment, you're a product of your environment. So if your environment's not conducive to your own personal growth, that is really important. I'm an energy worker, so I love working with energy and raising it up. So something as simple as bringing in some fresh flowers, having things, I'm not a feng shui artist, so let's just say that, but having things positioned in the right way and Google it. I may even do that myself. But please know that I feel like rest and recuperation, they just said with that too. So some of you, part of your rest and recuperation is about coming back to your here and now and doing a little bit of meditation and then this fairness will come in. This fairness will definitely come in. Because I feel like you probably see me, I can't see me, but you can see me, but I keep getting drawn back to this believe in the impossible. It's kind of like I've had this dream for so long, and I feel like it is a big ticket thing maybe, whether they just told me just say overall success. So some of you have been shooting for the stars, wanting overall success in something, whether it's the purchase of land, house, best relationship ever, money, whatever it is for you. This is what I feel is coming in for you, and it's going to come through this communication from an external source. But if we're not feeling in alignment with that, and we're not feeling that we are good enough or that it is achievable, or we're not praying for it and we're not living in the here and now and being mindful about how we're feeling, so we're not off course to that, we're not sort of sabotaging this coming in, you're not going to get it, and that'd be a shame. That'd be a real shame. We've got the observer card too. So sometimes it pays just to sit back and relax and have a look at the world around you. Spirit just said, when you do this, we want you to look at the world and look at everything that's going right. That's how you're going to shift the energy in your environment, in your own personal self, in your environment. If you're getting together at the dinner table every night and you're whinging and bitching about what's going wrong in the world and all the injustice and all that sort of stuff, then that's what you're creating in your environment. And if you've got kids, please don't do that around the kids. Like, we want we want to show the kids that there's a whole new world order and that we can have it all. And we want an inspirational place for our kids. We don't want them to fall down this mental illness sort of path of having constant worry and fear and all that sort of stuff. So just be really mindful of that as well. Mindful. The word for today is mindful. Let's get into some trusty tarot. That literally is stuck to my finger. Once again, I don't read the tarot card meaning. I'm reading what Spirit give me intuitively. And we got the Seven of Pentacles. So some of you may be getting a loan for something. Some of you may be getting repaid back for something. I feel like I'm receiving something. Like I got a loan or unexpected windfall or some money from unexpected source. And then I feel like some people are signing contracts. So you may be signing a contract to a property place. The home is very significant in this reading. Definitely. Invest in yourself too, they just said. Invest in yourself. Remember, money is energy. Money circulates. The more you give out, the more that comes back. That's a belief system. You need to believe that. That's how I feel. That will help you with your mindful, if you're more mindful as well. Every time I pay, like go to Coles and buy my shopping or anything like that, I said, thank you so much, universe. Thank you for allowing me to provide for my family and so that we've got food on our plate. And I can't wait for this to come back threefold. Can't wait. And then guaranteed something will happen and then boom, boom, boom. You know, it'll snowballs from there. So just remember that everything in life, everything in the energetic space, it's always circulating. So yeah, absolutely. So yeah, expect that. Yeah, look at that. King of Wands. You are going to be successful in something. I feel like whoever's making plans and actions right now, your actions are going to pay off. I've got a feeling this is believing the impossible. What you thought was impossible is going to come to light. It's going to be different for all of you. It's something big and personal to you. House, job opportunities, money, relationship. It's kind of like, I feel like this is my big ticket item, what I'm personally chasing. I'm going to get it. They're saying step out of the shadows, drop the guards, drop the walls. Yeah. Know that you are good enough. This is a very big self-esteem, self-worth thing. So confidence is the key to your success. We got to work on our confidence. And I think we start off doing that by being a little bit more mindful of our surroundings and bringing ourselves back to the here and now and showing gratitude and appreciation for what we already have and thank the universe for the more that's going to come as a result of that. Definitely. Look at that. Karmic rewards, temperance. Everything's coming full circle. This is a karmic reward card for me. It brings me emotional pleasure. I feel emotionally satisfied when I look at this card. I feel like the more that I give to myself and fill my own cup up, the more I've got to give to others as well. I love this card. A lot of people's intuition is kicking off right now. So if you are being intuitively led, which means feeling led to do something new, please do it. Remember, whenever you start something new, any sort of change, it takes time. And if you fall off the train, so to speak, please don't beat yourself up. Just say, okay, not in alignment with it fully yet. That's okay. I can keep going. What can I do? Just keep circulating it. They just keep saying, keep circulating it. Keep that movement going. Really knock off that belief too. If you've got a belief system that I take 2 steps forward and 1 step back, you got to knock that off. Just say, I'm moving forward all the time. I'm moving forward with grace and ease. Everything I want is coming to me. That's why I love self-scripts. I am the biggest self-script because I love them. I mean, I was in the worst emotional, mental space as a young one, and I know people just go, oh yeah, they're just words or whatever, but words are powerful. Words are powerful. So yeah, know that. Look at that. Yeah. So we've got the 9 of Swords. This is someone who thinks that the world's out to get them. Or it could be the thoughts that are actually crushing their dreams, not necessarily external influences, or it could be external influences that are trying to crush your dreams. That's a big topic to talk. I can't go in too much about that, obviously, in this sort of format. But please know, if your thoughts are letting you down, please do something to shift your thoughts. Join a mindful group. I'm starting to sell $7 downloadables on my website. I do have a surrender and release script package with 25 self-scripts on there that you can start there. I'm adding more this week. You can even just Google affirmations. You can Google, read positive books, positive literature. If you're an audio, Audible, they just said. So if you prefer the audio versions, just please choose something. Choose something for yourself. If nothing changes, nothing changes. That's what I just feel with this 9 of Swords. I feel like whoever this is I'm reading for is stuck in this. They are stuck in it. And there's no hope or whatever. But I'm telling you what, if you choose hope and you choose faith and you choose to shift this, something that you thought was impossible is going to step in for you. You are good enough. Confidence is the key. Yeah, look at that. Here's that emotional high. Your authenticity, your transparency, your being true to yourself is going to be your savior. If you've got to create, I don't like saying find who you are, because I believe that we are who we are, but it's about identifying the things that make you passionate. It's about what drives you. It's kind of like a dog, some animals are food driven, some aren't, It's about, you've got to take the time out for yourself. I'm surprised the Hermit card doesn't come out. You've got to take that time out for yourself and explore yourself a little bit. I remember going through a period of every single person that I started to date cheated on me. Every single one. There was not one. And then when I started learning about the law of attraction and I realized that, hey, I'm attracting these dipshits into my life. What the hell am I doing to create that into my experience? And I said, right, I'm going to give myself 6 months off dating. No more dating, 6 months, all me, all that. That 6 months turned into 6 years. Dated someone, turned out to be a narcissistic pig. Cut that off at the seam, more work for Dan to do. So I did more work and I've been basically on my own ever since. So you've got to know yourself. You've got to remember that you are attracting who you are, how you vibrate, how you think, how you feel, all that sort of stuff. I know it sounds like a big topic and it really is, but when you start doing it, it does get more joyful and you will cross paths with other people. You might not have that relationship, so to speak, but you will start attracting bigger and better things, associates, all that sort of stuff. And that's what the Ace of Cups represents to me. The more authentic and transparent and that they just said, don't say sorry. Don't say sorry if you're not sorry. Stop saying sorry for who you are. Say, hey, I may not be perfect right now, but I'm working on it and I'm loving the journey. I'm loving the process. That's what this is all about. This is emotional fulfillment. That's the top word that I can give to you. I feel like a lot of you who are putting in the energy work, and I actually feel really giddy in the tummy because that's me. And I hope it is you too. But an emotional contentment, emotional stability, working on your emotions. So yeah, oh no, we don't want to go do that. So we'll grab a couple more of these and we'll get into some oracles. Almost on 26. Look at this Knight of Pentacles. Here's these little rewards that we've been waiting for. The Knight represents very slow moving energy to me. It's because it's a 2 steps forward, 1 step back. That's the energy for me on this card. I feel like a lot of you have been doing the energy work, but because you put in the energy and then something goes pear-shaped, and then you look at the pear-shaped and you invest all your time and energy into this pear-shaped shit that's just gone down for you. You take that as a sign as, oh, I'm not meant to be doing this. Oh, this is all too hard. Whatever your dialogue is. We want you to get out of this and we want you to shift it back into this. It's okay. Rome wasn't built in a day. I can keep going. I love what I do. I'm passionate about what I do. I can believe in the impossible because I am good enough. What I have is authentic to me. I don't have to compete with anybody else. The universe has my back. My guides always have my side. I'm moving into a more abundant and emotionally stable place for myself. Self-scripts, see? Self-scripts. That's what gets you out of this and into this, because this is coming in anyway. Yes, we may not have seen it or felt it or experienced it just yet, but it's coming. It's coming between now and October 26th, I promise you. And what it's going to do is it's going to make you feel like this. So emotionally high. Like I feel like I want to come over where you are when you receive it and have a little bit of a dance with you, have a little bit of a boogie, because it's just, I love the energy of it. I feel like I'm excited. So I hope you get excited about it too, because that's really nice to know. Look at that, Page of Pentacles. Yep. The page is a very early card to me. It's kind of like, I always say to people, you've got this book of life. And inside your book of life, you've got all these separate chapters. And a lot of you are ending an old cycle and starting a whole new chapter. So please know that it's coming in for you, especially if you're doing the work. And the grass is greener for you on the other side. And there's going to be an increase in abundance. So this to me may not be money. It may be just something that you need. So it might be the right conversation with the right person at the right time. It may be a random act of kindness. It may be spirit giving you a thought or an idea or something in your dream. It can be anything. You've just got to be mindful and you've got to open yourself up to receive that and know that this is coming in. Know that it's coming in. That's why I come on here every week and just try to put you in expectant mode, because, I've been doing this for a very long time and I've only sort of got kind of known or out there over the last year because I give people a reading and it's not until it happens they understand how accurate it is, and then now they're sharing it, so to speak. So you know, I've stuck to it for the last 28 years, and it's only been the last couple of years where the success, so to speak, has taken off for me. But that's just because people need evidence of something, if that makes sense. So I feel like this is you too. Don't give up. Don't give up. Please abolish that 2 steps forward, 1 step back kind of mentality if you are experiencing that, because it takes time. And keep doing. Just keep playing. Be as joyful as you can. Really enjoy the finer things in life, you know. Make the choice not to sit and sulk and mope and be victim and have the world do things to you. Become the deliberate creator. Be the person you wish to attract. All that sort of stuff. And I guarantee you, with the cards that lay out in front of me, the night is turning into a page, and it's just going to snowball from there. And honestly, next year is going to be a much better year for everybody. Yeah, we got the King of Swords. So you cut out the bullshit. You take control over your life. You understand that you can be, do, have whatever you set your mind to. The balance is going to come. You're going to be grounded. I feel like a lot of you are going to get a sense of emotional satisfaction because what you thought was impossible is now becoming possible for you. You have aligned yourself with your bigger picture, what you've been asking for. I feel like I'm celebrating now. I feel like I want to crack open the champers and I want to set up the slip and slide at the back and, you know, have a bit of fun with all this. That's how I feel. That's what's coming in. I feel like a lot of you are going to have a very lovely Christmas. Very lovely Christmas indeed, but it's all going to snowball from next year. I promise you. Absolutely. Look at, speaking about relationships, I feel like you are going to meet some divine unions. This could be on an intimate sense. So you may line up with, or someone may come in and try to sweep you off your feet, or you try to sweep someone off their feet, so to speak. I feel like this person crosses your T's and dots your I's, and there's a very strong spiritual soul connection with this. It's like you telepathically talk to each other, so to speak. So if you are after a relationship, and if it's not a relationship that you're after, you may be after just like-minded people in a business sense, business partners. It could be, you know, friendships as well. But I'm feeling the love. I'm feeling the love. All right, so time is ticking on. Try to keep these under 35, you know. I'm going to pull some oracles. So yeah, just try and find ways that you can be mindful for yourself. Oh, my energy is so excited now. I love where this is going. Still a little bit of work to do. Yeah, we got contemplation time. So don't fear taking the time out to go, you know what? I'm not feeling quite whole right now, and I'm not feeling really satisfied, and my juices aren't flowing. What do I need to do to get them flowing, so to speak? Work on your self-esteem, work on your confidence, all that, because I feel like that lack of confidence is what's letting many of you down. Yeah, please know that you are always fully protected. I can't think of it in reading mind, but just remember that if something doesn't go your way, it's either because you're not emotionally and vibrationally aligned with it, or spirit are protecting you from something that they feel is not for your highest good. So it could be either reasons, but please know that you and your loved ones and your possessions are safe and protected by heaven always. Always. Yeah, look, tranquility. This is that peace that's coming. This is the peace and the emotional harmony that I'm going to feel when something that I thought was once impossible is going to become possible. And I'll say, well, based on the energies I'm reading for, I'll say between now and October 16th. So if you are starting your own business or something like that too, they said it's connected to that as well. So you may start getting a more steady stream of clients or customers, or you may just be getting noticed a little bit more. So the width of who you reach is going to get bigger, if that makes sense. So make sure that you're open to receive all the help. And once again, we've got stay optimistic. So we'll leave it on that note today. Please stay optimistic. It's coming in. Just got to feel your way into it, so to speak. It's coming. I promise you. Too good. All right, guys, I love you so much. If you do want to check out another version of this, head over to my Facebook page. All the links are down below. And yeah, thanks so much for joining me for another week. I love you so much. I'm forever yours and moving forward. Have a great week ahead, and I'll see you next Monday. Bye.